Okay, I am back with a quick update because the battery on my camera is about to die. Sorry for the low video quality. I flew too close to the sun, tried to use a DSLR with a piece of substandard equipment, so I'm back to my GoPro, which is of dubious video quality if you ask me. Anyway, just a quick update. Mini M fixed, works. Q problem is gone with 757. It took a little bit longer on mine because I'm using mine with a Dell WD 19TB dock, Thunderbolt dock, and the way Thunderbolt works when it docks and undocks from the computer, mine was kind of like the the last worst case scenario. They got it sorted out. I got it back from RMA 2-3 weeks ago. It's been solid ever since. That delay is completely on me. Don at Unicomp reached out to me in like August asking, to let them know if it didn't work. I have had a ton of stuff going on this semester. Also, why I've been neglecting this channel. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm kind of like your internet father figure. I go out for smokes and then don't come back. Sorry. Anyway, but it just he reached out to me. I just forgot to box it up and send it off or respond with it not working. And with the Q problem coming back where it was dropping the Q key. After I emailed them back in November, they said totally cool. I sent it in. A week later, give or take, I got it back. And it has been rock solid. That being said, this board's worst competition, or best competition, worst enemy, is this guy right here, the 2020 Model M. Which one do I recommend? That's a tough question. They're both great, and they're both hands down, I think, a better choice than a Classic M for a daily driver. And I say that as someone who has far too many Classic M's, especially this one. The Classic SSKs are stupid expensive, and you can't get parts for them anymore. Hardly. You can't get like membranes or barrel plates or anything if that breaks. They're more or less collector's items. I have an SSK from 1993. I'm almost afraid to use it because it's like Bitcoin. It keeps going up in value. These, you can have 3 of these for the cost of an Classic SSK. It's got a warranty. It's USB native. It's going to work. Fantastic. That being said, the full-size 2020 Model M is $20 cheaper, and you know what? $20 is $20, inflation being what it is. It has a numpad. It's also USB. It also has a warranty. It has the same fantastic sound and feel as the Mini M. If you have a need for a lot of mouse space, the Mini M has advantages. Myself, I use a trackball, so 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's just personal preference. They're both fantastic. Which one works for you. But this is stiff competition. I would personally have a hard time spending $20 extra on the Mini, given how fantastic the 2020 M is. That being said, the 2020 M doesn't have the same key rollover mechanism as this does, as the Mini M does. They did something with the controller and the membrane in here where this theoretically has fewer key collisions than the Big M, but I haven't run into problems with either of them. Granted, I mostly play old games like Quake 3. Granted, I mostly play old games like Quake 3 and stuff like that, but the membrane on this one is laid out in such a way that, it's technically 2 key rollover, but, unless you'd be hard to, I usually can get 5 or 6 out of it in my tests. It's pretty intelligently laid out matrix on the inside. This one's just a little bit better in terms of gaming performance, I think. I play plenty of games on this guy and have 0 problems, but I suck at video games, and I'm worse than my keyboard, so your mileage may vary. Again, taste. What do you like? Small, big, it's all up to you. They're both fantastic. They're both, I think, a better value than a Classic M, unless you just have to have that classic layout. Especially this one, especially with the SSKs going, booming in value and stuff like that. The printing is pretty well on this. I did notice they did replace the guts on this on one of the RMAs. I went back 4 times, and I noticed the printing on the front, on the numpads here, is worse on the second run of keys that they put in here. I think when they were kind of troubleshooting it, you can see it here on the sysrec key. I can't pull it out, but you can see how it fades out towards the bottom. My original set of keys that was in this was perfectly printed, so I think I just got bad draw on the replacement keys. I'm not sure why they replaced that part of it. I think they were just trying to throw stuff at the wall to try to track down this queue problem. That being said, Unicomp's customer service has been fantastic. They really took care of it. They paid for shipping back and forth all 4 times. I can't really complain. They are a small company. We aren't dealing with like Apple or Lenovo or Dell or some huge company. This is like a small mom and pop shop out of Lexington, Kentucky. Maybe not quite mom and pop, but pretty small. And they really did take care of me through this whole thing. I can't complain. I did buy both of these boards with my own money because I have no personality and my hobbies are basically just buying things. So, no compensation other than warranty repairs took place on that one, which anybody can get. If you bought this, it has like a 1 or 2 year warranty on it. So again, whichever one you like, grab it. I love them both. You can't go wrong with them. You can get way worse built new keyboards on the market. Both are better. I have a Ultra Classic. Both are better than that. When I first got this one, I kind of liked the Ultra Classic styling a little better just because I'd had it for a while. But now I've had this, this does look more like an old school M with this curve and stuff in it. So this has really grown on me. I really like this better than the Ultra Classic. Skip that one. Get the 2020 or the Mini M, depending on what you need and what you like, and call it a day. I hope to be producing more videos. There should be a Christmas holiday video coming after this, and maybe one more before the new year. Hopefully I'll actually get some content uploaded. Sorry for disappearing. It happens sometimes. I have a life and busy schedule sometimes outside of it, and this last semester just kicked my butt. I work and go to a university, so it kind of it was rough. So stay safe out there. Have a good winter festival interval, and I will see you in the next one.